Okay, McCall, what are we looking at?
Hello, so we are here at the first step at the process of making pellets starting. So we are buying a lead raw, 9997 pure, and we are melting it ourselves. And then we put some antimony and we are producing our lead wire, which is the first step of the production of the pellets.
Okay, so this is the raw lead back here.
Yeah.
And then behind us, which they can't see yet, are the furnaces. And that's where you mix the antimony.
Yeah, we are adding some antimony so the pellets it's much shinier and a little bit harder because the lead is very soft.
Okay. Do you just throw in all the antimony you want, or is it?
No, there is a certain percentage that we add it.
All right. Is it important?
Yeah, it's quite important.
Okay. What's this here?
Well, this is the rest of the production of the second step. Out of the lead wire we are producing lead balls, which is next to in the next room, and this is just the waste of it, and so we can remelt it again.
Okay, and reuse it.
Yeah, we are reusing
Okay. Where does the lead come from? Like this lead, where do you get it?
Well, we have a company which is doing that business for us. It's situated here in Bohumín, and it's mostly from Poland.
So the lead comes from Poland?
Yeah, mostly from Poland. We have some previous delivery also from Russia or Ukraine, but it's mostly from Poland.
Is there a reason for that?
Well, the consistency of this company is very good, and it's very important to get always the same quality of pure lead.
Okay. So how much lead comes in, do you know, per day, per week?
Well, per month it's about 70 tons per month.
70 tons of lead per month.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Well, yeah, so when there is the demand for the pellets, so we are able to do that.
Are you keeping up with demand, or is there still more demand than
well, during the last 2 years we really grew up, and now it's quite steady.
Okay.
During the last 2 years.
All right.
So we will see what will happen.
Okay. All right. So behind us, all this noise are the big furnaces where you mix the antimony with the lead.
Yeah.
And then it turns it into, you call it wire?
Yeah. There are several steps. So the melted lead is pumped to another machine which is making lead valve, and then it goes into hydraulic press to a small tiny thing, and then it makes the wire.
Okay, cool. Should we go look?
Yeah, you can.
All right, let's go look. Okay, furnaces. Two of them.
Yeah, 2 of them.
Go.
Yeah, at the beginning there was only one, but for the production reasons we just added a second one to be sure that we can fill all the machines in the production.
Okay.
So each and every one of furnaces can hold 2 tons of lead. So we just added the blocks of lead which you see a few moments back, and just put a certain amount of antimony cycle. Then the lead, when it's liquid, so it's pumped into the casting machine. And the temperature inside the furnaces is 510 degrees.
Celsius. So is the casting machine inside the furnace?
No, the casting machine is next to the furnace.
On the other side?
Yeah, on the other side.
Okay,
so it's pumped from the bottom.
Yeah.
So all the waste just staying up, so there is any waste into the pellets and into the lead wire.
Okay. So those big lead ingots that we saw over there, do they just throw them in here, or do they cut them up first?
No, just throwing them in the hole.
Throw it in, and then you mix in the antimony, which is behind you.
Yeah.
You want to grab some?
Yeah. We are buying antimony as well into the blocks, but we are just turning it into the dust, so it's much better mixed with the lead inside the furnace.
Okay, so they come in bigger pieces, and you grind them up. How do you know how much antimony to put with each big lead block?
Just experience.
Okay, so that's secret.
Yeah, it's a little bit secret.
Little bit secret. So you weigh it here and you throw it in.
Vlastně vedle potom zpracování toho drátu je asi 50% odpadu. Takže asi 3 až 3,5 tuny se zpátky vrátí do pece, které se zase přetaví a znovu se vyrovná. Váží to kolem 10-12 kg. A tady z tohohle velkého průměru se ten náš líst vytlačí takovéhle drát.
So how does that mix with the lead in the furnace?
Well, there is a mixer which is continually mixing the lead with it.
All right. So do these run at the same time?
Yeah. These are running at the same time, and we can pump the lead from one to each other.
Really?
Really.
Why would you want to do that?
To save the time, because the casting machine can work much faster than the furnace. So we added the second one, and the process is much quicker now.
Oh, it's a casting machine that's on the back side.
Yeah. So we can put the lead from this one to this one.
Okay.
So when the casting machine is taking lead from the first furnace,
so
we are melting the lead continually in the second one, and the procedure is much faster. So the casting machine don't have to wait for the lead.
Yeah, so the casting machine never runs out. You can always just keep going.
Yeah,
what do you use to what's the source of heat for the furnaces? A coal, gas, oil?
No, it's a gas.
It is gas, like natural gas.
Yeah, it's natural gas.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah.
All right, so on the back side is the casting.
Yes.
Can we look at that?
Yes, of course.
Cool. Let's go see. All right, I want to make sure I'm keeping all this straight.
Okay.
So, furnace, casting, cutting, which is here, into the cylinders, and then the press.
Yeah, the hydraulic press.
Okay, where the cylinders turn into the wire.
Yeah.
Okay, go.
Okay, so when the valves go into the cylinder, so it goes from this diameter into this diameter to produce the wire.
Yeah.
So we are producing the lead wire in different diameters from 4 millimeters up to 11, I think.
Okay, so the lead wire is specific to the diameter of the pellet.
No, specifically to which weight we want to produce.
Which weight?
Which weight, yeah.
Aha, more so than the diameter of the pellet, because the diameter pellet comes from the ball.
Yeah. So that is the next step, and we are producing the lead balls, which we will move there in a minute. So that depends how much weight of the pellets should be inside, so then we bigger wire to produce the specific weight.
How does the press turn the cylinder? And you guys, I don't know if you can tell, but this wire it's actually moving. And it's hot.
Yeah.
So how does this turn it into that?
Well, there is the hydraulic press, which is very strong, and there are some tools inside, and it just pressed it.
Okay. So does it heat it also?
Yeah, it's a little bit heated.
It's a little heated because I noticed that you were cooling them.
Yeah.
And then now they come back in here, and you reheat them, squeeze them. Okay. Cool. So once it's made into the wire, what happens then?
Well, so the wire is going into the spooler.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a spooler machine which is rounding it into the spooler.
Okay, and then after the spool, they turn it into that ribbon, the flap, to make the balls. Is that right? So from here, it turns into that flat ribbon where you put the balls, right?
No.
No, what happens next?
Well, next we are taking the spools with the lead wire, and we are moving into the next machines. I will show you it in a minute.
Okay, sounds good. Let's go. I want to see it. All right, McCall, what is the word for this?
Well, I can tell you it in Czech, but I don't know a word in English. Sorry.
That's what I was trying to ask, because it goes from the wire into this ribbon, and then they punch the balls out, and the balls become the pellets. Right. But we'll get to that.
Yes, of course.
Okay, so take it away. What's happening?
Okay, so this is the last step of the lead wire production, when the lead wire is rolled on these spoolers. Each and every spooler can hold 500 kgs of lead wire. 500
what?
500 kilograms.
Oh, kilograms.
Kilograms.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And the lead wire is still very hot, so it has to rest approximately 4 to 5 hours until it goes into to the next process.
5 hours.
Yeah, something like this.
Okay. And how do these machines run Monday through Friday, 9 to 5?
Well,
or
it goes, at the moment it goes Monday to Friday, 24 hours.
Monday to 24 hours,
yes.
They never stop?
Yes.
So you have people working here?
Yeah, on shifts.
On shifts around the clock?
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. Okay, and so spool, and where we were before, we were standing just over here where that cylinder was pressed.
Yes.
Into the wire.
To a specific diameter of lead wire.
Okay, so the lead wire, what happens next?
So next it goes into another machines which are producing the lead balls. So let's go there.
After 5 hours?
Yeah.
Alright, let's go there.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, so there it is. The spool of lead wire.
Yeah.
And what's happening?
Well, what's happening here is that we are producing lead balls out of the lead wire, and it's the most crucial step for the weight consistency of our pellets. So the lead wire turns into the lead ball here, and the rest of the belt which you are showing us in a minute. So it's just the waste which goes back to remelting. Okay, so the wire comes into this machine. Yep. And this machine turns it from the wire into the ribbon. Yep. Ribbon is the English word for it. And then from the ribbon, you punch out the balls. And it's critical for the weight. For the consistency of the weight. So is this machine controlling the weight then? Yes. Okay, so 25.39 grains comes from this one. From this one. Okay. Yes. And where I'm standing, there's normally a machine, because I see... Yeah, we have four of these machines. Okay. Here, and one is to repair at the moment. Oh, this one's getting fixed. It was here. Okay. So what is the noise we're hearing over here? It sounds like popcorn. Well, the noise is when the lead balls are falling into the bucket. Okay, so the lead balls don't fall into water, or oil? No. Ah. Because they're already sort of cool. Yeah, there is something you can see popping from the lead wire is a little bit, some grease is putting on, but nothing else. Okay. So these machines also run 24 hours? No, those are running like 16 hours Monday to Friday. 16 hours a day, five days a week, so not quite as fast. Yeah. So the balls that are in these buckets here, is that waste? No. Yeah, probably those are the waste and which are good, so they are here and they are stored over there behind you. There you can see it over there. Okay, so that'll get recycled. Yes. The ribbon where the balls are cut from will get recycled. Yeah. All right. So then once they're turned into the ball, what happens next? Well, the next step is that we are moving it into our second building, and out of the balls we are producing the lead pellets. So from the ball goes to the pellets. So we have to switch buildings. Yeah, you have to switch to another building. Okay, well, we'll be back. Okay. Ooh, it's nice and quiet in here without the machines running. Well, yeah, there is a break for the workers at the moment. I like it. With a quick detour before we said where we I can't even speak anymore. Before we go where we said we were going to. So the balls. Yeah, the balls goes into those buckets. And then it goes to the machines which are producing the final pellets. I just forget to tell you that all the machines are made by us for producing the lead balls. And so you can't buy it on eBay? Yeah, you cannot buy it. It's just designed by our engineers in the past, and we are still improving it during the time. And one more important thing, that out of the lead wire, just 60% goes into the lead balls, and 40% is waste, which goes remelt again. So, so it's quite costly. So what is costly? Because it gets reused, so it's not wasted, right? Yeah, it's not wasted, but you have to pay the workers, you have to reheat it again, and etc. And there are many manufacturers which are producing pellets directly out of lead wire, so they don't have this kind of waste. But our technology is based that we have to produce those lead balls. Okay, I get it. That makes sense. All right, so this is, so what has happened? What is this? What is happening here? Well, this is the weight of the lead ball, so it's 0.547 in grams. Okay. So it's It's typical exact.
So you don't use grains like
No.
we put on the tin?
No, we are using just grams and kilograms. And here is the date when it was produced and who produced them. So we can control it back if there is some problem in production and the weight consistency is not good, so we can find out who did the problem.
Okay. Now all of these buckets, are they all filled with the balls that are going to become the pellets?
Yeah, they are all filled with lead balls in different weights. So these are 0.547, here we have 0.520, and there are some bigger ones, 1.72 grams.
Okay. So this is finished product before it's going to go to the other, so that you take these buckets.
Yeah, and we are moving it to another building, or to our area, which is approximately 500 from this building.
500 meters.
500 meters.
500 meters. Okay. Cool. Well, let's go look at that.
Okay, let's go.
All right. Hey guys, I'm seeing machines everywhere. It's not just this room. They're that way. They're tucked in these rooms here. They're all the way down here in tucked in rooms. Over here, there's a bunch of machines. So that's a lot.
Well, yeah, this is the heart of the company.
Yeah.
The machines are also made by ourselves, so nobody else has them. And this is where we produce the pellets. At the moment, we have 78 pressing stages on 18 different machines. Okay,
and so can any machine make any pellet?
Yeah, any machine can produce any pellet except of some 9mm, which is big one, so there are only two special places, but then it depends what you put inside the machine.
Okay.
Yeah, so the machine has it's hard how it's made.
Yeah.
So then it depends which of the balls you put inside, and it goes through, and then there is a die, the punch, and the tool for making the head, and it's just pressed.
Okay, so if you change the heads around to fit the pellet that you want to make.
Yeah, right.
At the machine.
Different tools, so we can produce whichever pellet you want.
Okay. Now I noticed there aren't people hovering over every single machine. There's people in here, but they kind of check and move around. What are they doing?
Well, they are filling the lead balls into the machine over there, yes, and they are checking the quality of control. If there is no any leak or everything goes smooth.
Okay.
And if the weight of the balls is correctly done, yes, so